Kermit Griff here. How are you?
Thanks a bunch, Griff. It's been a great first week. Last week this time I was just getting introduced. And I think I've probably hit about 9 states since then. I'm in Texas, about to catch a flight to Wichita to watch another workout. But it's been fun. It sure is a great opportunity for me at Ole Miss.
What did Middle Tennessee teach you in 15 years? And let me go over the wins real quick for people listening. We're talking about 2011-12, 27 wins, 28 wins, 24, 19, 25, 31, of course, 2 years ago, 25 this year when they should have been in the tournament, back-to-back championships. What did you learn at Middle Tennessee?
I think I evolved as a coach. I think that, the best coaches evolve offensively with different things, and you adapt to your players. I think offensively I've gotten to be a better coach there. I learned one thing that I learned to love Middle Tennessee. I learned to love Murfreesboro. We had some unbelievable players. It was great that we convinced a group of people that Middle Tennessee basketball, who was dead last in the Sun Belt, could become a national brand and win games on a national stage. And those are the things that probably is most endearing to us, an appreciation to the former players and staff. And Ole Miss has a national brand from a university, and Andy's done some great things there. And can we just move it to really a national brand in Ole Miss basketball?
Yeah, I was about to say, Andy's another friend, and it's not like the cupboard's bare. You do have a foundation from which to work from, right?
Yeah, we do. I mean, Brian Tyree is a talented guard. Terrence Davis, very talented. Bruce Stevens, Andy, those guys did a great job with Bruce. He averaged 10, and his body has still got to keep getting. Devontae Shooter, another really, really talented point guard. Dominic, big Polish kid, transferred from Drake, has some great moments. So there's some good pieces there for sure, and we just got to add some in the spring.
I think it's interesting because could your Middle Tennessee teams from the last few years that has really got that apex, could they have been real competitive in the SEC, or do you have to recruit a little bit better guy in this league?
Well, to answer the first question, yes. I mean, we're 7 or 8-1 against the Big Ten and the SEC over the last 3 years, so there's no question about it. This year, I really firmly believe, because it was a great league. I think if we were in the SEC, would have been one of those 8 bids to go to the NCAA tournament. Now, you probably, I think, get more of a higher-rated high school kid that we're right in the middle of, 2019s and availables and 18s, highest-ranked players, and we feel good about that. So, yeah, I just think with the facilities you got in place at Ole Miss, you can recruit to the very highest level.
So what are you selling over there? What do you sell?
Number one, the infrastructure, number one, just basketball. The pavilion, I really think, is the best on-campus arena in college basketball. First seat is the best. I mean, Ross Dork and these guys, they left nothing undone in that place. It is amazing. The Thule Center, practice facility is as good as it gets. I can go down to FedEx Academic Center, the Manning 1810 Grill. Just Oxford's voted one of the top 3 best college towns in America. The SEC network, there's so much to sell. When we say that to the top 50, 100 recruits in high school basketball, they listen. Are you interested in Ole Miss? You bet.
Wow. Kermit Davis here with us for a few minutes, the new Ole Miss coach there. Look, this league is like the 80s when you had your man Hugh Durham and Wimp and Sonny, Don DeVoe. This league is full of outstanding coaches. You joined the ranks now. There's nowhere to hide in this league.
It's unbelievable. You're right. It's the best. I've been following since my dad was an assistant at Mississippi State in 1965.
Wow.
And this is the deepest and the best it's ever been. And you're right. The coaches are unbelievable, and the experience that's in our league, great young coaches. And then when you start thinking about just the check that the SEC network can cut to the different universities, that's why the infrastructure on campuses have gotten so good. And you top that off with this national visibility. I just left a kid that is signed with us in the fall, that's all his mom and dad were talking about. They just watch the SEC network all year long. Can't wait to watch their son on it.
Oh, yeah, it is unbelievable what that has done, not just with coaches' salaries and the ability to get a Tom Crean or a guys like that to come in, but just the fact of exposure that you can sell. There's no doubt that it is we thought the SEC was a national brand, but it really is now, and especially in the minor sports. I say minor compared to football. Basketball is not minor, but you know what I'm saying. Especially in sports like baseball, basketball, and others.
Yeah, I mean, you turn it on, you watch women's softball on the SEC network. Obviously, I've been a huge baseball fan growing up my whole life in the SEC. And Mike Bianca at Ole Miss has got another top 5 ranked baseball team in the country. You start looking at, just tennis, golf, softball, just nationally ranked programs all around at Ole Miss. So, and that's just the case throughout the SEC.
Is it weird for you to be at Ole Miss when your dad was so entrenched in Mississippi State?
If somebody would have told me that when I was 8 years old, it probably would have been. But at my age, it feels just right. It just feels perfect. It just, I couldn't be at a better place. I love being back in my home state. The Ole Miss people, and I trust now this kind of we're just flying around, but the times that I've been out in Oxford, now the people are just so nice and so accommodating. They just want Ole Miss basketball to be good.
Final question, and I know you well enough to know I think you're going to relish getting this opportunity in your home state in this league now, as opposed to if your career had gone from Idaho to A&M doing well and had gone on a more logical course. I think it helps you appreciate where you are now. Am I wrong?
No, it's unbelievable. It's we all are who we are based on all of our stops along the way, everybody. Some are very successful, some are some adversity. But, I think we all grow. I think our struggles determine our success in any part of business. And so, I'm no different. And I'm built by who I am based on all of my stops along the way, even the junior colleges that I coached in. So I think I'm very experienced. I think I got a ton of energy, and I got an unbelievable place to sail, and we're going to work like mad to try to get this thing to play in these second and third weekends in March.
Yeah, it's going to be fun watching Bama and Ole Miss for sure. Finally, Nick King, who went to Alabama, then you got him, became a third-team All-American under you. Just describe him, because Alabama fans kind of saw him in practice, and we never really got to see him in games, but very talented. Yeah,
and even a better person. Nick fought some illnesses at Alabama, and, I just think that he got put in a system of play, and he got his opportunity. He would have at Alabama, but it was just, as far as the sickness and his kind of a lung infection. But, he was the top 3 of the Karl Malone power forwards, DeAndre Ayton, and I forget the other guy. And he's just terrific. We've always played with those stretch forwards. I mean, he can make a 3, he can drive it, can post up wide post, and he fit it perfect. And, boy, I don't think there was any new player in college basketball had a better impact on their team than Nick King did at Middle Tennessee.